Now we're cold.
And now we're cold, but we're cold, but we'll live. It's not like it just saps your energy straight out.
No, but I couldn't remember if it makes you take damage, which will knock you off.
No. It just knocks the half
You should
part
use
out.
a rush room.
Unfortunately, unless you cook them, it doesn't do anything. Rush room.
I know that some foods will still give their benefits regardless.
No. You have to cook them all.
Alright, take your apple.
Hurry up, Link.
Poor Link.
Yeah, it's
He's
cold.
just gonna get subjected to a lot of crap.
But you know what? That's just me going to work every morning. It's cold.
You think you'd be running, you wouldn't be so cold.
Except when we go to the movie theater, then you're like, frick you, Drak!
Canamoo.
Canamoo? Canamoo?
Canamoo?
Canamoo. That sounds like a Transformer. I'm just gonna be honest. Canamoo?
And luckily,
Do you want to know who should get Slurpees tonight, Andrea? Canamoo.
Lucky for us, the Sheikah managed the art of climate control, so the shrines are always a perfect temperature.
Yes. Can we live there? No, we can't, because me and Andrea would still have issues. You like it warmer, I like it colder.
Yep. Sorry, you're on your own.
So authenticated. Let the mountain dew flow. And this technically gives us the second to last spell in this game, I think, because we have the amiibo functionality, and then we also have the camera. Yep. So the camera would be the last one.
So we could take selfies with Ganon.
Yes.
With Calamity Ganon.
With Calamity Ganon. Oh, that's another thing we should probably answer. Amiibo functionality. Are we going to be using that in this game?
I don't have any amiibos.
I have a few, but I can already tell you, like, the DLC ones I think are locked as soon as you use them. So, kind of not worth it. And I only have, like, one other that does anything, and it's the Twilight Princess one. Which I thought gave you, like, a wolf mount, but no, instead it gives you, like, just a little wolf companion that can follow you around.
A wolf companion?
Based on the wolf form in Twilight Princess.
Ah, dick, you moved.
You broke it all for a miss.
Come here, I don't have time to chase you around.
See, now it's instinct to me in my head to time out the laser so that I can then jump and slow down time. Just to get those hits off of him.
Let's see.
There you go. You had it.
There we go. Okay. Dun-dun-dun-dun. I like the shrine music.
Are you gonna take selfies with you and Ganon, Alex?
Probably.
No. Okay, you probably will. But I'm not. I don't like that idea.
Oh.
Oh yeah, make sure to get the chests, people. A lot of these chests have something very valuable in them.
Yes. Very valuable. Mm.
Like in this case, where
Traveler
you can
spear.
get a freaking spear. And I don't care what anybody says, spears are freaking king in this game. Because you can give yourself a little bit of range. But then again, I say that about Dark Souls too, and we all see how many times I die in that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I was saying, I like the shrine music. This was actually my alarm for a while.
What's funny is that the only music so Divine Beasts, we'll eventually probably get into this like when we do our first Divine Beast, but the music for the Redania, I really like that. But I don't remember ever, like, of the other beasts that I've done, I don't remember ever hearing music.
Oh, there is music.
It's got to be like really turned down then.
It's.
But I love the Redania one because the Redania made me think like, yeah, this could be Fire Temple music.
Yeah, each beast has its own signature theme, and the theme evolves as you activate the terminals, which is always cool. I really like the Valmetto one. I think the camel's Valmetto, right?
No, Meadow is the bird.
Oh, the Meadow.
Because I don't remember hearing music from that.
The bird's fine too, but I really love the camel one. No, Burrus, that's it.
The Burros, okay. With this, you have now acquired all of the spirit orbs from the shrines on this plateau. Oh, extraordinary.
Why are we talking here?
That means it is finally time.
Old man, I'm really cold here. Can I please go
right.
to some warmer areas?
No, fuck that. Link, it is finally time for me to tell you everything. But first,
I need a hot chocolate.
I know you need that. I don't need it. Imagine an X on your map with the 4 shrines as the endpoints. Find the spot where those lines intersect. We're not in the mood for a story time or a puzzle time. I shall wait for you there.
Dude, I'm wearing a thin-ass shirt and pants.
You understand where 2 lines connecting the shrines would cross?
I
There, I will be waiting.
I'm gonna
Wait.
be a Link popsicle.
All right, we are officially out of time, though.
Are you sure you don't want to at least quickly get to the story point?
The problem is that it'd still take a while to get through the story point itself.
All right.
So
I mean,
we'll save that for the next recording session.
heed my words or perish.
But I mean, for crying out loud, we beat out the whole Great Plateau. So
Yeah.
well, not the whole Great Plateau. There's still tons of crap to do here.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll make sure to do that. But when we get back, we will continue on in this epic journey into the realm of Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild.
But now it's time for us to go sit in our hot tub.
And so we're back in Hyrule Kingdom. We're just on top of the Great Plateau, still trying to get our way to the king so that we can get our paraglider and make our way off this place and go save the princess. From Hyrule Kingdom again. I'm running out of ways to reinterpret the song.
I'm just more worried that you really, really want to look at Link's dick. I'm a little worried about that. I'm pretty sure Link is worried too, but he's not letting it show.
Okay.
All right, so welcome back. So last time we finished up a whole lot of crap on the Great Plateau. We're actually getting ready to finish up the Great Plateau and get.
Damn it.
There goes all of our good luck.
So much for that. Nope, I got nothing.
So we're actually getting ready to kind of wrap things up. We've done all the tasks of the old man on the Great Plateau, so we're going to go and get our paraglider, which has kind of been the bane of Alex's existence since he keeps forgetting he has it, or he doesn't have it.
Yeah. Muscle memory, I hate you.
Yeah, Jiminy Well, but muscle memory is such a problem with this game, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
You get used to having certain features, and then when they're not there, it's just like,
Leave me alone, Guardian.
And then, of course, the one thing that we should probably get out of the way is, as of recording this, E3 has happened. All
Yeah.
the press conferences are in.
And we got the biggest announcement of them all.
Well, not the biggest one, because frankly, I think there are some Smash fans that would disagree with you. But a good announcement nonetheless, in the fact that we are going to get Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild 2.
Zelda Boogaloo.
Dude, are we sure they're even going to call it Breath of the Wild 2?
No, I'm sure they'll call it something else, but for now we just know it as Breath
I
of
almost
the
want
Wild
to call
2.
it the Wrath of Ganon.
The Wrath of Ganon.
Just in how that goes. Like, because you've seen that trailer, right?
Yeah.
You've seen it. It is damn creepy.
It looks really cool.
Especially the corpse of what we're guessing to be Ganondorf coming to life
Yeah.
and having the Eye of Sauron. That's absolutely just.
I see you.
Oh, it's unnerving, to say the very least. I'm very excited for what they're gonna do with that, especially since I would actually love for that to be really story oriented. Like, let's go into it. One thing I've kind of noticed in my playing of Breath of the Wild, maybe you noticed it too, is like, you know, other games took their time to explain the origins of Ganondorf or Ganon. This, not so much. Ganon just existed.
Yeah.
It's just evil Calamity Ganon that has plagued the land.
Calamity Ganon.
I knew somebody was going to do that. Calamity Jane! Calamity Ganon!
Yeah.
But that would be really cool to actually see more history on Ganondorf in this, because
Yeah.
I'm starting to honestly think that Onuma's going to have a completely different canon compared to Miyamoto. Now, that's a little early to say. He's, Onuma just barely got promoted from handheld games to console games.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I think it's well-deserved at this point, considering he's taking the reins from Miyamoto. He's the one who's doing Zelda from here on.
5 arrows, alright.
And I also am just going to go ahead and be honest about this portion. We technically have recorded this already.
Yeah.
But we had issues because of the damn Switch. So, at that point, I'm trying to think of all the things that we need to cover, but...
Traveler's Bow.
Here's another thing I want you to ask. I wanted to ask you on. What is your take on Zelda in the trailer?
Oh, just the short hair, or
I've seen 50-50 on the hair.
Oh,
like some people like it, some people think it's too much.
I don't have any real strong opinions. I'd like to see I guess I just want to see.
I think considering the character that Zelda is in this game, it makes sense.
Yeah. I'd like to see what she'll look like in full detail. Mm-hmm. I'm just glad they're kind of sticking to the...
I will actually say, like, this is the one game where I probably haven't wanted to see Zelda in a gown. Because the character doesn't really reflect it. I'm not saying that as a Princess Zelda isn't regal or anything like that. She is. But considering that this is a Zelda that, for lack of a better term, wants to get her hands dirty...
Yeah.
It doesn't make the adventuring outfit makes more sense, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm on board with the Zelda look in Breath of the Wild, but it's time for us to get our frickin' paraglider.
There, young one. Now then, the time has come to show you who I truly am. I was King Rome Bosphoramos Hyrule. I was the last leader of Hyrule, a kingdom which no longer exists. The Great Calamity was merciless. It devastated everything in its path, a century ago. It was then that my life was taken away from me. And since that time, here I have remained in spirit form. I did not think it wise to overwhelm you while your memory was still fragile. So rather than that, I thought it best to assume a temporary form. Forgive me. I think you are now ready. Ready to hear what happened 100 years ago. To know Calamity Ganon's true form, one must know the story from an age-long past. The Demon King was born into this kingdom, but his transformation into malice created the horror you see now. Stories of Ganon were passed from generation to generation in the form of legends and fairy tales. But there was also a prophecy. The signs of a resurrection of Calamity Ganon are clear, and the power to oppose it lies dormant beneath the ground. We decided to heed the prophecy and began excavating large areas of land. It wasn't long before we discovered several ancient relics made by the hands of our distant ancestors. These relics, the divine beasts, were giant machines piloted by warriors. We also found the Guardians, an army of mechanical soldiers who fought autonomously. This coincided with ancient legends, oft repeated throughout our land. We also learned of a princess with a sacred power, and her appointed knight, chosen by the sword that seals the darkness. It was they who sealed Ganon away using the power of these ancient relics. 100 years ago, there was a princess set to inherit a sacred power and a skilled knight at her side. It was clear that we must follow our ancestors' path. We selected 4 skilled individuals from across Hyrule and tasked them with the duty of piloting the divine beasts. With the princess as their commander, we dubbed these pilots champions, a name that would solidify their unique bond. The princess, her appointed knight, and the rest of the champions were on the brink of sealing away Ganon. But nay. Ganon was cunning, and he responded with a plan beyond our imagining. He appeared from deep below Hyrule Castle, seized control of the Guardians and the Divine Beasts, and turned them against us. The champions lost their lives, those residing in the castle as well. The appointed knight, gravely wounded, collapsed while defending the princess. And thus, the kingdom of Hyrule was devastated absolutely by Calamity Ganon. However, the princess survived to face Ganon alone.
Link, you are our final hope. The fate of Hyrule rests with you.
That princess was my own daughter, my dear Zelda. And the courageous knight who protected her right up to the very end. That knight was none other than you, Link. You fought valiantly when your fate took an unfortunate turn. And then, you were taken to the Shrine of Resurrection. Here you now stand, revitalized 100 years later. The words of guidance you have been hearing since your awakening are from Princess Zelda herself. Even now, as she works to restrain Ganon from within Hyrule Castle, she calls out for your help. However, my daughter's power will soon be exhausted. Once that happens, Ganon will freely regenerate himself, and nothing will stop him from consuming our land. Considering that I could not save my own kingdom, I have no right to ask this of you, Link. But I am powerless here. You must save her, my daughter, and do whatever it takes to annihilate Ganon. Somehow, Ganon has maintained control over all 4 divine beasts, as well as those guardians swarming around Hyrule Castle. I believe it would be quite reckless for you to head directly to the castle at this point. I suggest that you make your way east out to one of the villages in the wilderness. Follow the road out to Kakariko Village. There you will find the Elder Impa. She will tell you more about the path that lies ahead. Consult the map on your Sheikah slate for the precise location of Kakariko Village. Make your way past the twin summits of the dueling peaks. From there, follow the road as it proceeds north.
That's one thing you gotta get used to in these. Oh, sorry. God, here's the paraglider. Just as I promised. You dingus. You seriously did everything I told you to do. But I could have just given it to you.
Main quest, the isolated plateau.
I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm an asshole. With that, you should be able to safely fly off the cliffs surrounding this area. And I think that's it.
I've lifted the magical death plane that exists otherwise.
That concludes our exposition dump. I've told you everything I can. Link, you must save Hyrule.